wellness. He's a wealth coach. He also promotes something called preventive healthcare. This is to ensure that you take few precautions in your normal life where you can actually live a better, healthy life, which is the purpose. And, I think this is the right moment. We've all realized the value of health during this particular pandemic. And, we've realized that wealth, property, cars, and all that are not that important. They have absolutely no value, or the amount of wealth you have in the bank might have absolutely no value in situations like this. So it is important that you're well. So Raghu is more into holistic wellness, and both for humans and animals. So let's get to hear more about what he preaches, what he believes in. Let's try to get some knowledge out of it, and then live a better life. So thanks a lot, Raghu, for taking time out and
Thank you.
coming on this particular show. So how did you start get into health? How when did you
Yeah.
start believing that I should preach this to other people and make their life better? So
Thank you.
maybe.
Thank you.
Yeah.
Thank you so much. I hail from a small town, Nagarkoval, down
Hmm.
south near Kanyakumari. And from there, I came to Chennai for my engineering. And post engineering, I did my MBA. And during that time, I did it from College of Bardiyar University, Coimbatore. And
Hmm.
that's where I bumped into this meditation called the Sahaj Marg. Now we have rebranded as Heartfulness Meditation. So
Okay.
I've been practicing this Sahajmarg meditation for about 22 years. The reason why I started practicing meditation is, even though I was academically great student until 12th, my
Hmm.
engineering was a disaster. So I actually went into a very downhill, first emotionally. So the Sahaj Mark helped me understand a life as a whole. There is a soul, and there is an evolution. So this meditation helped me to come out of my depression or some kind of a low level life. And the next 20 years I was rocking. I went to Singapore. Then subsequently, I moved into IT industry thoroughly. I was 20 years. I was thoroughly into IT industry. Then during that journey, from a meat eater, I became a vegetarian. You know,
Hmm.
then sometime during 2006, I became a vegetarian, and then during 2011, I went to US thanks to all the Facebook movement. I became a vegan. I quit all my dairy and leather and silk and wool and honey, etc., etc. I became a thorough, complete, ethical vegan. I started, participating in demos about animal rights, etc. So due to that, once you become a vegan, went for a complete plant-based food, people around you become a nutritionist. They
True.
start advising you, hey, you're
Yeah.
deprived of your calcium, hey, you're deprived of your protein, what about your children? Like, as a whole family, we became a vegan.
Yeah. Ask
I
me.
have to learn
Going
about the
through that.
basics of I have to learn about the basics of nutrition. Where do animals get their calcium? Where do animals get their protein, etc. So I attended several trainings. I became a good, reasonably good nutritionist. Then 2015, I returned to India, and that's when my son had eczema. you know to
Oh.
treat eczema, a friend of mine recommended aloe vera from a US based company. And so he drank the aloe vera gel, he applied the aloe vera cream, because there are 400 types of aloe vera, but only four of them have the perfect healing, health and healing properties, and 12 of them have got toxins. So I just want to tell the audience, not every aloe vera is same. Only
True.
certain specific species of aloe vera is same. So he applied the aloe vera, he got healed within 3 weeks. Then with my
Okay.
vegan philosophy, plant-based lifestyle, I thought, why not I use and promote the products? Because a lot of health issues begin from the digestion,
Hmm.
improper digestion, because the food we eat today have a lot of pesticides and toxins, and chemical fertilizers, and not everybody has got access to 100% organic food.
Right.
A lot of us, even though we're willing to pay for it, we don't have access to a complete organic food. So my our recommendation is to combine whatever food you have access to with aloe vera, with the kind of aloe vera we recommend, so that you are actually reducing the toxins. Because I, in fact, urge all the audience to watch this small YouTube video, Poison on Your Plate, where a kind of a agree scientist talks about how deadly pesticides are in your food, like endosulfan and several deadly pesticides, which even a chemical industry will not use it.
Mm.
That goes into your body day in and day out. So in that journey, while I was in that journey, I bumped into another product called super healthy water. Because my philosophy about health is, health is a summary of, what you think, what you breathe, and what you drink, and what you eat, and what you eliminate. So there are four inputs going to your body: you're breathing, you're thinking, you're drinking water, you are eating food,
Mm.
and you have to eliminate toxins.
True.
The four inputs are not proper, the toxins are not coming out, we end up having health issues. So by having a right quality of your thoughts, because our thoughts, our stress is very important. So all that, and that in that journey, in that wellness, so I connected all my dots. Because in summary, what I would like to convey is there are four dimensions to health, holistic health: your spiritual, your emotional, your mental, and physical. Roughly, a Japanese scientist, he did a small research and find out that the root cause of diseases is spiritual is 50 percentage, all your karma or your challenges within your own self.
Hmm.
Then 25% is your emotional imbalances, and
Right.
15% is your mental illnesses or mental challenges. Then 10% is only physical, but that 10% itself will be big. So today, when somebody has got a diabetes, somebody has got a cancer, the problem is not just with the food and water alone. The problem is with our thoughts.
Right.
Yep, our thoughts are highly polluted. So we have to go for a kind of a relaxation meditation. That's where I'm so grateful of my gurus and my teachers, that I have sufficient background in all four dimensions. Meditation, sound healing for mental relaxation. Then with the sleep, also help people who have challenges with sleep. We have an app that can help people monitor the sleep quality.
Mm.
So whatever problems people are likely to get, at the later days, we can actually diagnose early on through the app and help them. And then I know I have expertise with this ionized, alkalized, antioxidant, super hydrating water. And food. Food is, we recommend plant-based, organic, whole foods with vitamin D and vitamin B12 supplementation.
Okay.
And then for detoxing, aloe vera. We recommend people to take aloe vera for the detoxing. This way, I'm blessed. I feel I'm blessed to give health as a complete package. Yeah.
Super.
Thank you.
So, food pesticides, I think, people have been discussing for like at least last couple of years. We've been moving to organic food and all that. Don't really know how much organic it is. Uh, so I agree with you. Pesticides and all that are not good, and we've been consuming it for a year. And knowingly or unknowingly, we've been having a lot of health complications.
Correct. Yeah.
Water is something which is interesting. You're talking about health through water. So how does that make a difference? Because that's
Yeah.
something I think we consume very
Correct.
quite often than food.
Correct. Yeah, I am glad you asked that question. See, our body is made very much like the whole earth.
Hmm.
If you remember the earth is more than 70% of our earth is water.
Right.
So is our body. More than 70% of our body is water. Almost like 83% of the brain is water. 90% of blood is water. About close to 70% of our bones and kidneys, etc. Every damn thing in the organ wise also, if you look at it, predominantly they are all water. So the quantity and the quality and the properties of water can make or break our life. Today, what we are doing is, thanks to this advanced purification filtration technology, we are all drinking clean water.
Yeah.
For example, I do not want to. I got nothing against any bottled water or anything. Maybe I'll hide the brand. So today, people drink Sprite. You
Hmm.
know, if I ask you a short question, is Sprite clean water or dirty water?
Clean water. Yeah, because I'm
Absolutely,
sure
you are right.
they're like, okay,
You're right.
they're
It
cleaning,
does not
making
have any
sure all the.
bacteria. It's a RO purified water. But
Right.
if I ask you another question, you know, is it a healthy water or unhealthy water?
Definitely not healthy. So,
Yeah. Yeah. There are, that because it has got a high calorie. The pH is 2.5 pH water. If somebody drinks something like this, they need to drink roughly 33 cups of normal water to neutralize. It takes about 96 hours.
oh my God.
And similarly, if I ask you, I avoid showing the brand.
Yeah.
Some bottled water.
Yeah.
If you
Some
talk
mineral
any
water.
bottled water, This bottled water again, is it a clean water or a dirty water?
Yeah, it's a clean water.
Clean water. But if I ask you another question, whether it is healthy water or unhealthy water, you may think,
That, yeah, I'm not
you may
sure.
think,
If you ask
yeah,
me,
yeah,
Raghu, I'm not sure.
correct.
So
I'm not
how
sure, but
wealthy,
I can prove through scientific ways. There are certain. So today, what we are doing is we're drinking clean water with severely unhealthy properties.
got
The
it.
first property is they are all oxidized. If I give you a rotten fruit, will you eat? You will not. But if I give you a rotten water, you will drink actually, because water does not have in Tamil. If I say, niram gunam manam kadiyadu, it does not have smell. It does not have taste. It does not have color. So a rotten fruit you will not eat. A rotten or kind of what we call decomposed or rusted water we drink, because our senses cannot figure out, but our body can figure out. It will produce something called free radicals, and the free radicals just degenerate all the cells. It's like how what happens when you keep a rotten tomato in a basket of good tomatoes. It spoils everything. Same thing what happens
Right.
with your that's why the body produces antioxidants. Antioxidants are nothing but it has got a lot of free electrons. So the free radicals are actually degenerating your cells. They are looking for electron. They are electron hungry. So these antioxidants are actually supplying the free electrons and tell them and scavenges the free radicals so that the cells remain intact. So during this corona times, there is so much of awareness towards vitamin C, gooseberry, etc.,
The
etc. They
end.
are nothing but producing a lot of antioxidants to scavenge the free radicals. That's a science behind it. Yeah. And the third property is, the second property is, the normal water you drink is all what we call large clustered water. Due to that, see, you will find two kinds of people. One person is not drinking enough water. He is in a AC house, AC car, AC home, not feeling a thirst.
He's
He's
not
not,
sweating. He's
not
not
drinking.
definitely,
He's not
yeah.
drinking. The second category is, people always holding some kind of water always with them. But unfortunately, both the people get the same effect, because the normal water, somebody who is drinking cannot actually go into their cells. What we call the cellular hydration will not happen, because they are all very large clusters. Just for our layman thinking, if you have a small 20 feet road or a street, if somebody wants to deliver a newspaper or a milk, can he go in a truck? He
No.
cannot. He has to go in a cycle or a two-wheeler. Similarly, the water people are drinking today or large clustered, it cannot go into your cells. So it is actually the water that is transporting, because we're spending a lot of money on food and we are doing pranayama or we are breathing. But it is what is the purpose of all this? Our body, as you know, is nothing but 100 trillion cells. We are a human being, and we are built of cells, 100 trillion cells. So whatever you are eating, whatever you're breathing, is meant for your 100 trillion cells. And who is carrying all these 100 trillion cells? It is actually the water. Water in the form of blood is transporting your food and oxygen. So only when it is antioxidant, only if it has got antioxidants, only if it is micro clustered, only if it is having alkaline, if it is alkaline. Because the difference between food and water is, food needs to get digested,
Hmm.
to go into your bloodstream. But water, there is no digestion. But what the body, our super intelligent body, what it does is it does a pH test.
Right.
Only if it is alkaline, it will allow the blood water straight away into the blood. If it is acidic, lot of water you drink, they're all clean water. Like I said, all the bottled waters, RO waters, everything is clean water, but they are all acidic. They have acidic pH. If it is acidic pH, the body will not allow to go into the blood. What the body will do is it will leach the calcium, magnesium, potassium, sodium from our body and convert this acidic water to alkaline. That's what the body. That is why in the modern days, you will find all around you all these, bone replacement, hip replacement, osteoporosis, all this damn, body pain and the bone related issues, all arthritis. We know a lot of our women, a lot of our young, old women or all our mothers, everybody is complaining about, they are all limping. They're all complaining about bone ache and joint pains and knee pain, etc. It's all root cause is actually the water. the acidic, low TDS. And the other important thing I would like to communicate about water quickly is, the water we are, World Health Organization says you need to drink water with a TDS of 500 ppm, particle per
Yeah,
million.
that's the max allowed.
Today,
Yeah.
today all these bottled waters and all these low TDS RO, the water we are drinking is less than 50. So we are actually, the Mother Earth is kind enough to give you all calcium, magnesium, potassium, sodium, but through
Okay.
technology and because of our ignorance, because of our sensory taste, we want because somebody drinks a slightly high TDS water, the water will feel slightly hot. So
Yeah.
people want everything sweet.
Yeah. Everything has to taste like mineral water, just
Exactly,
packaged.
exactly. In the process of making the water super tasty and very soft water, we are getting rid of all the minerals. We get it free of cost from the Mother Earth, and that is what is making the water low TDS, and which actually World Health Organization is not allowing. In fact, Government of India through the National Green Tribunal has actually enforced all the RO companies to increase the TDS.
Yeah. Yeah.
Because in
I've
fact,
seen
the
that.
National Green Tribunal, their concern is not exactly the health. What is happening is certain places, technically, you are not supposed to have an RO, because when your groundwater itself is 300 or 400 TDS, you are not supposed to do an RO. Only when it is a coastal places like Chennai or a Mumbai, where the TDS is above 500, like a 700 or 2000, you need to do an RO. But these all these RO companies are so smart and aggressive in their marketing.
They
They
just
are selling actually a lot of combs to people who don't need to comb their hair.
yeah.
That kind of a thing. So our to put it shortly, make sure you drink clean water with super healthy properties. That's where we recommend a device called water ionizer.
Hmm.
uh, that will actually help people convert the clean water with unhealthy properties to super healthy properties, and that helps people to kind of slow down their aging process and boost their health immunity, prevent reverse disease. Because a lot of times we think only plastics and cigarettes
Hmm.
cause cancer, but I'm telling you, water can cause cancer. you know because the cancer basically happens because of two reasons. One is because of the body becoming acidic.
Hmm.
Second is the body, the cells becoming hypoxia. When the oxygen levels are below 35 percentage, the cells will go into a state called hypoxia. And water has got a major role in keeping the cells alkaline and transporting the oxygen to the cells and keeping them hydrated. Today, during the corona times, we hear people dying out of hypoxia. Unfortunately, the medical world today is slightly, even though the advanced countries, the medical world has embraced this water. This water is called electrolyzed reduced water.
Okay. So
And
what is the solution, Raghu?
yeah,
If common
solution.
person has to go for this solution, how
Yeah.
cost effective is
See,
it?
cost effective is, to be very honest, like everybody knows the famous statement, prevention is better than cure. The cost of treatment, way too less compared to the cost of, I mean, the cost of prevention is way
Mention
too
list.
less compared to. So this device I'm talking about, it just cost a four-member family only 9 rupees 52 pies per person per day.
Okay.
That's all it cost. But we see that see today, a pair of kidneys, one kidney costs 35 lakhs.
Hmm.
One kidney costs 35 lakhs, and without no guarantee of life. The doctor said 10 to 10 minutes to 10 years. During that time, anytime the person can die. And the expenses with our heart diseases,
Yeah.
diabetes, cancer, you all know. So compared to all these medical costs, compared to, see, today both of us are talking to each other because God has blessed both of us with some optimum health.
True.
So only when you have your basic health, you can enjoy your car, you can
Hmm.
enjoy your family, you can enjoy your vacation, you can enjoy your daughter's marriage, you can enjoy your son's graduation. So health is the fundamental. See, what my recommendation to all the people is, I understand the cost implications. My recommendation to all the people is at least allocate 10 percentage of your budget
Hmm.
towards all these health.
Yeah.
Some of these things are free because we teach meditation for free. but only for organic food, or if you're not able to access organic food, you need to combine your food with aloe vera. That will cost you something. Then for this water, for this device, it's a
That's
one-time
important.
investment and all these.
Yeah. So otherwise, for a middle class family, if somebody is like, cannot afford that, what is the simple solution for them to ensure their water is at least close to alkaline? Might not be these solutions, which,
Yeah.
because a lot
The
of people don't even have RO plants, or, they're not having clean water, clean hygienic water. For them,
Correct.
what do you suggest is the
Uh,
simple?
See, unfortunately, there is no silver bullet. You have to, see, for example, if anyone, I ask you this question back to you, the petrol prices are going up, the gas prices are going up. Will anyone try to use kerosene instead of petrol diesel?
No.
So unfortunately, there is no shortcut. The body requires certain input in certain grade of input. We have to give that. Just because I don't have money, just for one day, I cannot put kerosene in my car and drive.
Hmm. True.
So body requires certain minimum. It's a very humble thing. The body, what the body is a very humble. See, that is where people who are not able to afford, what we say is recommend this, because today in this world there are a lot of middle class people. For example, in India, in a poor country like India, you know what happens when a film like Dabang, or some, Shah Rukh Khan or Amir Khan or Rajini Khan or a Kamal film is released. The box office makes about 150 crores, and suddenly when the liquor shop is opened, they make about 150 crores. People have money. Remember, people have money, but they're spending for wrong things. They're
Yeah.
spending, probably even the middle class, probably they're spending, they have money, but they're spending for their third house. They're spending for the fourth car, or they're spending for an exotic vacation they can avoid. So people have money, but unfortunately the priorities are not right. So the money is not the
That's a good
problem.
point. Yeah, that's a good
People
point.
are,
So money is not a problem. It is not
money is not the
affordability.
problem.
Just
People
that
are
you're spending
spending,
money
yeah.
on.
In fact, that's what I comically say. All our jewelry shops are full. All the beauty parlors are full. All the restaurants are full. Then finally, all the hospitals are also full.
Yeah.
So people have money, they're
Good
spending in
communication.
the wrong thing. So we tell Baba, you please put money first in your own body, because you may live in a kind of a villa or a four-bedroom house, etc. But where do you actually live? This is a body. This is a body in which you really live. This is where you must be investing first.
True.
you
So,
know so people who are still have got challenges in spending money for the wellness, we have a program by which they can actually be part of our distribution network, and they can educate like what I am doing to you, and they can educate, help people understand, and by that by they can make money. That is where I'm not only a kind of a health wellness coach, I'm also a wealth coach. I can advise people based on whatever Robert Kiyosaki and a lot of other leaders have taught, how people can actually earn active income. While they are earning active income, they can also make passive income.
hmm.
Today during corona times, if you look at it, people who had the intelligence and the ability and invested that time earlier on passive income are well off. They did not get object, they didn't get affected. So I teach people how to earn active income as well as passive income and build wealth.
Hmm. That's good. So, friends, if you have any thoughts, or you're looking for help with respect to alternate income, or passive income, do connect with Raghu. So we have a short video as to why wellness is important, and then we have a short video about the comparison of how I think maybe Raghu can describe while the video is playing,
Yeah.
about how the water cells. I mean, these are the cells, Raghu, in the video.
Yeah, you can play that video. Correct. Yeah.
Yeah. So we'll play the water video first.
Yeah. Please.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So, yeah, I'll reduce the volume so that, yeah, Raghu. So we are playing the video now.
Okay.
So, there is a couple of difference. This is basically 1 minute, 10 minutes after we waking up. And
Correct. Yeah.
then there is, 10 minutes after we drink coffee. Then the third one is 10 minutes after we drinking dasani.
Mhm.
What's dasani?
Doesn't it like I think it's a Pepsi or Coke's mineral. It's like Aquafina.
Okay,
Yeah,
okay. And then 10 minutes after drinking Kangen.
Kangen water. Kangen water.
Kangen, okay.
Yeah. So basically, a lot of us wonder, what happens when drink water. How the body is, adjusting to different kind of things. That's why when you are hydrated, when you in a dehydrated state, as soon as you got up in the morning, what happens? Your cells are not moving at all.
Hmm. Okay.
Because cells typically, it's our body, as you know, it's a highly electrochemical system. The cells have a negative charge outside and positive charge inside. So as soon as you get up in the morning, there's absolutely no charge in the body because you're totally in a dehydrated state.
Right.
The next, you start drinking some coffee, some kind of an energy is going into the body, cells started moving. Then with dasani also there'll be a mild movement, whereas with the Kangen water, which is ionized, you are actually giving a lot of charge into the body,
Right.
because the very concept of this Kangen water, this antioxidant or ionized water was invented by Japanese way back in 1974, mainly to help the patients in the hospital recover faster.
Okay.
So when somebody drinks this Kangen water, his blood cells will get negatively charged, and you'll get a lot of energy. So that is why in the video you will see when somebody drinks Kangen water, the blood cells moving very fast. It means you will get a lot of energy. It means quickly the food and the oxygen are getting transported to the cells. So moment all your cells get the oxygen as well as the energy, now you are actually very healthy. You're active.
Okay.
You're vibrant. Your brain is now functioning at its full speed in everything. That's why in Kerala, just a quick tip, in Kerala they have introduced a scheme by which there is a water bell. Thrice a day at 10:30, 12:30, and 2:30 they ring a bell, and everybody immediately drinks their water. Because
Very good.
in a cold place, even though your organs need water, your sensory system, you are not feeling the thirst, so you're not drinking water. But your brain is deprived of water, especially school students. They are the ones who put their brain to a lot of use. They're cramming a lot of, they're learning a lot of things, and they need to retrieve. They need to write their exams, they need to answer questions, etc. So children, more than anybody, children need to hydrate their brain. So of course now they are all having access to only the normal water. It cannot do a great job. Still, with whatever they have access, they are using this water bell and making people drink. So now the same system is being followed in Karnataka, AP, and Telangana, etc. So in fact, those of you from the government side watching this, they can urge the school and education minister to make all the schools, as soon as they are opened, to do this water bell and make sure everybody is drinking enough water.
Super. A very good initiative. I really like that. So we have some rapid fire questions, Raghu. And before
Yeah,
that,
sure.
I would like to play this particular the other video which talks about the life with healthy life and the
Correct.
other option you have. So
Correct. Correct.
it's a quick
Yeah.
video.
Can I just take a 1 minute and show you how the water
Yes,
behaves?
yes, yes,
Yeah.
Raghu. Please
Yeah,
go
yeah.
ahead.
So this is from a Sprite. I opened a Sprite,
Hmm.
and you can see how the watercolor changes to.
And what is that you're adding?
This is actually called ethanol. It's a pH tester. I'm testing the pH.
Okay.
So this shows it's orange color.
Hmm.
I hope you're able to see.
Yes.
So this orange color means it has got a 2.5 pH. And for the neutral pH, it is actually 1 lakh times acidic. 1 lakh times acidic. If somebody drinks this, he needs to drink 33 cups of water. It takes 96 hours. And I'll quickly show you how the Bisleri is behaving. You know, you could see it is actually somewhere around green color.
Hmm.
So roughly it's between 5 to 6 pH. 5 to 6 pH. It means it's about 100 to 1000 times acidic. You know.
Okay.
Then I will show you how this, water from the machine,
Hmm.
this Kangen water behaves. I'll just do the test in front of you. Are you able to see?
Yeah. So this is in purple, bluish
Yeah.
purple.
Correct, correct. Yeah. It's alkaline. It's a color of alkaline. Now, it's a 9.5 pH. You know,
Okay. So
so this is
more the
how.
pH value is better. Is that what you're suggesting? And
Yeah, yeah. It should be alkaline pH.
okay.
Yeah, you could see
Yeah.
all three
See all
colors,
the three
all three.
colors. Yes.
So the body, if this water, you know, just directly will go into my entire body, whereas the other waters cannot go directly into the body. They will actually leach my minerals from my body. And
Okay.
another thing I would like to quickly create in a very brief awareness is there's something called TDS meter.
Mm-hmm.
Today we are all familiar with the thermometer, and pulse oximeter, etc. I advise all our viewers to buy or test their water with something like it's called TDS meter.
Yeah.
So when you
I
put
think
this
this.
device into the water, it should read the healthy water. What we recommend, it should be above 150, should be about 150 to 300. But most of these, Bisleri and Aquafina or RO waters, they all will be below 50.
Yeah, which is not
So,
recommended at
yeah.
all.
So you are asking what is it something people can do low cost, without investing too much money into their health. I urge everyone who is having an RO access to RO filters or RO machine, without any cost, you please ask your technician to come and increase your TDS to 150 to 300. Because very soon, since everybody now caught into, Corona, the government is not, following up on that. But very soon,
All.
everybody will be enforced to increase your TDS. So you can do upfront. So this will do this once you increase the TDS. What happens is the water will become slightly towards alkaline. It will not become 100% alkaline, but it's much better than what the water they are drinking today.
Yeah. So what is the difference between TDS and pH? Are they similar?
Yeah. See,
This.
TDS, it have an interrelation. Higher the TDS, higher the pH.
Okay.
Because sometimes when the TDS is very low, the pH also becomes very low. The TDS indicates the amount of calcium. TDS stands for total dissolved solids, the amount of calcium, magnesium, potassium, sodium in the body.
Right.
And pH stands for the potent hydrogen.
Yeah.
That's what it indicates. So because our body, human body is alkaline, because that's where the beauty of the god, right? When you are feeling hungry, you produce hydrochloric acid, and that is actually having acidic pH,
Hmm.
whereas the blood is alkaline pH. And all our external body, our hair and skin and etc., they're all again acidic pH.
Okay.
So this device actually produces 7 pH waters, and one for cooking, one for drinking, one for beauty water. All the spas, etc., can use it. Even people who are carrying about, because people, especially women, invest a lot of money on toners, etc. So they can actually produce beauty water from this machine, and they can use it. And there is a strong acidic and strong alkaline. See, today the challenge I would like to quickly share is all of us are using, probably more than drinking water today, probably all of us are using a lot of sanitizers.
Yes.
So all these sanitizers are alcohol based. On a long term, this is not healthy. Whereas the water itself, we have made the water itself like a sanitizer quality water, 2.50, a strong acidic water. That is quite healthy for the body. Even Japanese hospitals, they are all using this 2.5 pH water. And then there is a 11.5 pH water from the device.
Hmm.
That is excellent for washing your vegetables, because all the pesticides, etc., they are not lying on your skin, on your peel. They are actually deep inside, because all these farmers start spraying the pesticides while they are in the budding stage and growing stage.
Yes.
For example, something like a watermelon, it is injected 15 times during its lifetime. 15 times. You can imagine how much of chemical they are putting into a small, watermelon. So is every grape or every other fruit, to preserve that. Avoid. We don't blame the farmers. They are under heavy pressure, and they have to do it otherwise. Because if we get a fruit,
Hmm.
even if it's a small mole, you think it's a pest, or something, you will throw away. So they are unfortunately forced to use pesticides, so that they give you a glossy,
Plus.
flashy, vegetables which we won't, reject. But in that process, we are harming a lot.
Yeah.
So this device produces 11.2 pH water that can actually remove the pesticides from inside,
Hmm.
as well as it can actually emulsify with oil. Oil.
Okay.
Another quick thing I would like to share before we go into rapid fire is, people who drink alcohol.
Hmm.
You know, it's alcohol is not good for health, but we know a lot of people drink alcohol, and women at home are quite worried. And normally what happens is, the alcohol people drink has got a acidic pH.
Right.
On top of it, they mix with again something like this,
Yeah.
which is again
It's
complicating, making it more acidic, and which is very dangerous for the health.
true.
So, of course, we are not recommending people to drink alcohol, but women who are watching it, I recommend gifting this water ionizer device, to their husbands, so that they will have access to some water like this. So they will start, mixing a water like this with their alcohol, which will reduce the alkalinity, acidity of the alcohol, and cause less damage to the body.
Yeah, but yeah, they will have reasons
Yeah.
to avoid this, saying that isme chad nahi raha.
Correct, correct,
You
correct.
know,
But see,
the
what
entire
happens is
purpose
this
of
is about,
having
yeah,
alcohol is like
yeah.
go high.
No, 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 no. They still get the kick. They still get the
Okay.
kick. What happens is, in fact, it will save a lot of their money. In
Hmm.
a party, if they are buying, for example, five large, if they're going to mix this water, just three large will be enough,
Oh, okay.
because this water can take it to your brain very fast.
Okay.
So alcohol will reach your brain very fast. You'll get more kick with the less quantity of alcohol. You'll feel more kick.
Hmm. Okay, yeah, again, we're not recommending anything here,
Yeah,
but
of
yeah,
course
these are
not.
for suggestions, as Raghu mentioned. These are for housewives who are concerned about, their husbands, drinking, still want to be healthy. So I think this is what is good for them. So Raghu, are you all set for the rapid fire questions? But I think before that, let's play that particular health video.
Yeah, sure, sure.
Yeah,
Sure.
so guys, this I like the video myself, so just take few seconds to watch this particular thing.
What will your last 10 years look like? Will you be quick enough for a game of tag with your grandchild? Strong enough to embrace every moment? Will you grow old with vitality? Or get old with disease? It's time to decide.
Yeah, this is a super video comparison of how you want to, enjoy those last 10 years of your life. So good one. So Raghu, all set for rapid fire questions?
Absolutely. Yeah.
Okay. What is the most useful thing that you own, which you have realized recently that hey, this is the best thing which I own?
I would like to say my body. Uh,
Yeah. What do you what does Raghu think of tattoos? People who go with tattoos.
Tattoos, see, olden days people did it. I remember my grandma having a tattoo. you
Oh,
know
okay.
yeah,
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 yeah.
my
Those
grandma
days,
had a, yeah, yeah,
yeah.
old days people had tattoos. My grandma had a tattoo in her hand, but I believe they did it with less chemicals or a healthy way, and there was acupuncture effect. Some people say it has got some kind of acupuncture effect.
Right.
So as long as it is not chemicals going into the body, because whatever you put on your skin, within 26 seconds it goes to your skin. So be careful with the kind of the quality of the ink they use. But otherwise, I feel some kind of acupuncture effect is there. Yeah.
Yeah. So, what is that most common thing people do in their day-to-day life which really annoys Raghuram?
uh, like I said, I myself is a practitioner. I'm not a perfectionist yet, you know, and wasting the time, wasting the time, because there are a lot of because time is something you will never get back.
True.
I may earn so much of money later in my life, but whatever small games I did not play with my son, I'll never get back. So I advise people with the young children, instead of spending too much time on social media, play with your children, because once they grow up, they will never come back. You can only play with your grandchildren, not your children. So spend some quality time with your family, with your friends, with your relatives. Call your extended relatives. They'll be very happy to receive a call from you. So instead of wasting time, speak to people, invest on people. Because today in this world, we love products and use people. Do it other way, love people and use products.
So when Raghu goes for a gathering with friends, so what does Raghu bring in?
In fact, college days, I used to be a very, go-lucky guy. These days, people advise me, Raghu, we want you to, come back to the college days. Stop philosophizing. Stop your veganism. Stop your health. All those things. But still, some of them, when I do something, funny, they all enjoy and say, Raghu is now back to form. You know.
Cool.
So they enjoyed me. Yeah.
Your best memory from your childhood school days.
Yeah.
That
Uh, See, best memory, I would say, my father was a bus conductor, and the challenges with that, and he educated me on English medium school because he was an ordinary man with the big dreams like Abdul Kalam. And he took a bus service that will go through my school,
Mhm.
and that way he can, instead of because he could not afford any other pickup service. So while the college is coming back, this college bus is coming back, he'll be the conductor. He'll pick up myself and my brother and drop us back at the home. And it was actually, kind of a girls' college bus. You know,
Okay.
so all these, we
So
were like a very, very small
you're very
chubby guy.
lucky guy. You're a very
Yeah,
lucky guy who got this
exactly.
opportunity.
So all these, girls, women, whom I have no idea how they were looking, they all will be glad to, keep us in our lap, in their lap. So my parents, I'm very lucky that I had an excellent, affectionate family, especially my father. Whatever I am today, I attribute to him. And he educated me Hindi, thinking that all great jobs in Delhi and Mumbai, but outside Chennai, I worked only in Singapore and US. So whatever I am today is big. I attribute a lot to my parents, especially my father. He is my Superman.
What is the last song you have sung in the bathroom? Your bathroom singing style.
That's a very interesting question. I would say, I believe SPB, demise of SPB, it shocked everyone.
Yeah.
And my probably after my 12th standard, when I got my engineering, I had a lot of great time.
Mhm.
So, Maine Pyar Kiya is a film I watched.
Yeah. So,
So, तेरी रंग में रंगने वाली बड़ी हो यारो परियों की रानी क्या हो मेरी प्रेम कहानी. That's a song I
the
sang
next
many
part is the
times.
most toughest one. You should complete that. You have to raise.
मेरे सवालों का जवाब दो.
Yeah, nice.
Oh,
Good.
na. Maybe
You
I'm
did it well.
skipping some
Because most of
lyrics.
people mess up there, and you did it well.
Thank you, thank you, thank you. In fact, in fact, my whole college, 4 years college life, more than studying, I spent on, I'm a great foodie. I spend on eating, chatting, and singing. You know, I got a music system from home telling I'm going to prepare for TOEFL. I want to go abroad, but I use that system only to listen to Ashiki songs. All 4 years.
Cool. So, is Raghuram very organized, or he is like, okay, it's okay, let the things be as it is, natural and stuff like that.
Correct. I would not say I'm completely organized. I'm completely organized, but I'm focused. I can quickly put together things and and make it happen. But I always tell myself this quotation: everybody has to suffer two pains. One is the pain of discipline,
Mhm.
another is the pain of regret.
True.
So I like to give myself the pain of discipline. than regret for not doing something properly.
Most beautiful place that you've been in the entire lifetime till now?
Of course, I lived in US. I saw some of the beautiful places in the world, but still, I would say we have an ashram in somewhere near above Nainital, you
Mm-hmm.
know, and our mission has got an ashram there up on the hill, and that's where I happened to spend few weeks with my wife right after marriage. That's a very serene place, that I liked very much. And of course, I've been to Holland, and there also I saw some of the beautiful scenic countrysides. Whatever we could see only on pictures, with the horse, with the farmhouse, with a small streak of river. All those I saw in Holland, Amsterdam, and yeah,
Yeah, some of those countries are really good. I mean,
yeah, absolutely.
they've retained their nature
Yes,
pretty
yes,
well.
yeah.
Okay, so what is the definition of success as per Raghuram?
Success, I would say your we all are born with some capabilities, some potential. you know
Mm-hmm.
we need to fulfill that potential. If somebody is a carpenter, he must be making a lot of excellent woodwork. If somebody is a painter, he must do a lot of paintings. As an ordinary person like me, I feel I need to stay healthy and promote this health to others, and I need to help people acquire the basic material life, wealth, and also help people keep good relationships. Because at the end of the day, even if you have an excellent health, a lot of money, but if you don't have people around you to cheer you up, you know
Yeah,
it
then
doesn't make any sense. So I give a lot of value to the people part, the health part, and the connecting thing is the money part or the wealth part. So these three things, makes a lot of importance to me. Yeah.
true. The last question, you and me have basically we are lucky to see a lot of trends. What are the fashion trends in terms of your shirts and pants which you have really enjoyed from your childhood till date?
In fact, I'm a very, very finicky guy. When I got admission to engineering and when I was moving from Nagarkovil to Chennai, I went to about 10 stores to
Hmm.
buy my clothes. I think at the end of the sixth store, my brother said, I cannot accompany you
Okay.
anymore. And my father somehow put up with me and came up to the 10th store to buy dresses.
Okay,
So you can
you're very
understand.
choosy, very picky in terms
Very
of what
choosy.
you
In fact, people love my dressing sense. I'm very choosy about the color and the shade and everything. And now, I'm not so finicky about it. I just want to wear clean dresses. Make sure you're washing your dresses and you're wearing a clean dresses. Do not want to spend too much money on your dressing and those kind of things. I rather spend on something more valuable. It could be doing some help to others, and spending some money to buy some fruits for your own self, etc., etc., instead of spending too much money on clothing. Yeah.
superb. So nice knowing you and the way you think and your journey, Raghuram. So the final question, which is the episode all about, what would you do if you become the chief minister? What are the positive reforms you would focus on?
See, the like I said, today I read the government is fortifying the rice with B12,
Hmm.
and because mainly to address the malnutrition problem, but that is not the right way to go. And what I would say is, if I have only a few things I can do within a short time, I would say rice, the white rice, that is the highest consumed food.
Hmm.
Uh, don't make it a polished rice. Keep it in the whole form,
Okay.
uh, because eating white rice without the fiber, because of eating fiber, eating white rice without fiber, you will never get the feeling of full. So people continue to eat a lot of rice.
True.
The too much of consumption of white rice without fiber is the number one reason for diabetes and cancer.
True.
Today, Tamil Nadu and Kerala, we are the top two states in terms of literacy as well as in HDI, Human Development Index. But these two states, we are also fighting for the number one and two positions in diabetes and cancer.
True.
So I want to address this first. So however great you are, the Tamil Nadu and Kerala, we all have we are all very intelligent. We are actually also economically also we are doing very well. But health-wise, we are
Yeah.
totally in a bad shape. So I would like to address that. In fact, I would like to start what we call a lot of this, preventive. In fact, I have my own, preventive, what we call holistic wellness experience center.
Mhm.
So I would like to focus as a CM. I would like to focus more on prevention, rather than building more hospitals, dialysis centers, diabetes and cancer hospitals, etc. I want to spend more time on the prevention part: right food, right water, right detoxing, right, mental relaxation, meditation, yoga. This is where I would like to, focus on.
Yeah, makes sense. I think these are the future. I think that's how we will make our nation stronger. I mean, stronger doesn't mean infrastructure or the number of buildings we have, or how taller those buildings are, comparing with other countries where we have Burj Khalifa, or those twin towers and all that. It is all about how healthy we are. So I agree with you, Raghu. I mean, good, and I'll be part of any sessions which you do or webinars you do in future, because this is a pretty interesting. Time hi
Yeah.
pata nahi chala. I mean, we spend so much of time talking about
Correct.
wellness, and each of these things are very important. I'm personally surprised about water health. I will definitely order a pH value
Sure.
meter right away on Amazon, because I think I need to check what I am drinking.
Correct. Correct.
So,
Yeah.
friends, do connect with Raghu. You've seen this particular conversation. These are all insights which you should think of. You should basically implement. Just not watch the show, but do some action. After this, what are the changes you can bring in your life? Because what you changes you will make will also affect the entire family. So take it seriously. Check out, and these are basically food for thought. And connect with Raghu if you need any questions or have any doubts in mind. He will clarify that offline. We'll share the social handles and his contact number just in case you want to connect with him. So thanks a lot, Raghu, for patiently talking about these things in detail, because some of these examples which you have seen, I don't think so. I mean, most of the people just blog. It's like in text somewhere, and honestly, I don't know what pH level. I know there is something like pH, but what is good, what is bad, we have absolutely no idea. So thanks for clearly explaining this. Again, it's not about what brands it is, but some of these things are very important for the common man, and the entire agenda of we doing these shows are where we talk about these views and show people and create awareness on what's wellness all about. So thanks a lot, Raghu. It's an honor meeting you, and thanks for coming on the show.
Thank you.
And friends, have a great day. So maybe Raghu, you want?
I would like to thank Miss Adeline, who contacted me on behalf of Work Life, and Mr. Ravi Shankar, and whom I found the sweetest person. Please listen to me, and thank you so much, Mr. Ravi. What you did today, you did something excellent. I would like to thank Universe for having set up a meeting with you. I thank you so much,
Thank
and
you.
I
Thank
thank
you.
all the viewers for their patient listening. Thank you.
Thank you. Thanks a lot. Have a great day.